I'm coming from Venezuela. I'm coming from Venezuela. I've been living in a few countries for a while. Previously to Finland, was living in Barcelona, and then I met my wife, Hanna.
Me.
Yeah.
Ciao a tutti.
So before we been hanging around for a while, and we just decided to get serious, and we decided to move to Finland. And by the way, I always have heard the same question that how you ended up in Finland, and of course because of the weather, the food,
Obviously.
still woman, and still jobs, because But so yeah, after coming here, I didn't know anything about Finland. So I was doing my own small research in YouTube about Finnish culture and all the details. So I discovered that in Finland is everything about being self-sufficient, independent, don't bother people, respect personal space, and sisu. So, well, now I will go from here in Spanish. So, invierno finlandés. Menos 20 grados, 2 metros de nieve. Este pequeño pueblo Kestila, al norte, la Finlandia profunda.
So imagine this. It's minus 15. It's at least 2 meters of snow. And we live, his parents-in-law, they live in North Finland, in nearby Oulu, in tiny town in Kestila. So it's actually like a countryside of Finland. And this Latino from Venezuela coming there, Googling all the shit out from Finland, how to behave, how to anything, and it's the first Christmas. And
fue mi primer contacto con la familia finlandesa, con la familia, con mis suegros. Entonces yo estaba muy pendiente de demostrar que yo también podría ajustarme a la cultura finlandesa. I could. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm not fluent in Spanish. I'm just writing while I go. So Gerardo just here said fluent Spanish, and I'm not. But Gerardo was saying that he just came in Finland in this tiny town, and he tried to figure as he goes.
And tried y entenderme con tu familia, conectar con tu familia.
Yeah. And trying to connect with my family, who I need to do a disclaimer. They speak English. They are not like the white trash that you can see in Finland in the countryside, maybe. So they do speak English. Unfortunately, though.
Sí. Pero mi suegro no habla nada de inglés.
So the father-in-law doesn't speak any English.
Y yo no hablo nada de finlandés.
And Gerardo doesn't speak any Finnish or other than Spanish.
Entonces, me di cuenta que no quería estar solo con mi suegro en una situación incómoda.
So Gerardo tries to avoid these kind of circumstances or situations that he ends up being by himself with my father. Because it's very kind of uncomfortable, because there's nothing to talk about, because they don't share a language.
Por alguna razón, todo el mundo se fue un día de la casa y yo me he quedado solo con mi suegro. Y de inmediato, para evitar la situación, me dije, joder, me tengo que ir. Me voy a caminar, me voy fuera a dar una caminata.
So at the Christmas time, there was an occasion that Gerardo he ended up to be with my dad in the same house, and there was nothing to do, and the air was getting a bit dense, and he felt like he needs to go out and kind of
evitar la situación. Entonces yo noto que todo mundo cuando va a salir es muy oscuro todo el mundo usa este chaleco reflectivo amarillo que usamos, ¿no? Para ir afuera y en la oscuridad nos vean los carros. Entonces yo tomo uno de estos chalecos, pero estoy intentando ponérmelo y estoy batallando allí, pero no logro ponerme el jodido chaleco.
Okay, so let me remind you all, we are in the Finnish countryside. There is no lights. There is pure darkness at the winter time at Christmas. There is nothing, no lights coming anywhere. So reflectors, as Gerardo tries here in this picture, to put on is very important. And I told him, and as did all of my family, said that whenever you go out, when it's dark, it's very important that you put this harness on when you go out. And Gerardo wanted to go out, and he was trying to put this harness on.
Y yo quería demostrar que yo entendía la cultura finlandesa, no voy a molestar a nadie y me voy a poner mi chaleco por mí mismo. Independencia.
So it didn't quite fit, and Gerardo struggled quite some time with the fucking harness. He just tried to get it on, and it didn't fit. And he remembered from this Google some bullshit YouTube videos, like not to bother any people when you face difficulties. Do them by yourself and overcome them. So he tried, and he tried several minutes.
Yeah. Mi suegro puede ser un tipo muy dulce, pero él luce un poco así.
So, the father-in-law, he's very dear and he's very loving, but he can look a bit like this. And I'm not lying, this is very good.
Y yo estaba aquí luchando y sentí que él estaba pensando como que, joder, este idiota no puede ponerse el arnés, jodidos inmigrantes, Dios.
So the father-in-law is just looking the movies from television and just thinking, looking at like this, like, what the fuck is happening there? Why is this idiot doing that? Well, do I really need to intervene?
Sí, entonces imagino que se agotó y dijo, joder, tengo que ir a ayudarlo o nunca va a ponerse el chaleco. Entonces ha venido, me ha quitado el chaleco que yo estaba usando, me ha dado otro y él ha comenzado a colocarme el chaleco. Y yo estaba como un niño que va a la escuela, parado allí.
So my father-in-law comes and he seems a bit annoyed, which I don't think so, because it's my dear dad, but Gerardo's point of view. So he seems a bit annoyed, and he comes and he just makes Gerardo stand up like this, and he starts to de-dress him from the harness.
Yes.
And making him look like the boy that you dress up for the school, like having this kind of star position, and he's there like the proper dad, and Gerardo, as old as he is, feels a bit humiliated maybe.
Yeah. Then, después, tomó el arnés que yo estaba intentando ponerme y señaló al perro.
So then, the harness that he tried to put on himself, it was for the dog. And my dad made this, having the harness here where I have the beer and showing, because they don't still share a language. So my dad showed like, And our poor dog there, very good image, very clueless, thinking that she's gonna get out and she's gonna have a walk, while my husband here is having a situation with my dad.
¿Qué coño está haciendo este tipo aquí? ¿Vamos a salir o qué?
What the fuck is the situation here? Shall we go out? Says the dog.
Okay. That's just one of... es una de las situaciones donde lo eché a perder.
That's just
Lo
one of
jodí.
the situations of the long, long list that we have.
Luego tuve una segunda oportunidad de hacer las cosas bien y demostrar mi fortaleza y mi sisu como un latino, hombre real, no un típico latino perezoso que no ayuda.
So now we will have a situation of very, very showing how Latinos are not lazy, they are very up to work, and they are very strong, and they are very helpful.
Entonces Hanna me ha dicho, oye Gerardo, mi padre va a traer un refrigerador a la cabaña, así que es tu oportunidad para ayudar, compartir juntos, lo cargan juntos y tú sabes, un poco ahí de interacción.
So I have to say, first, we were living in this cabin where COVID hit very strong. We were living in this cabin very nearby to our parents. And it was just, let's say, like 400 meters. And the cabin that we lived in, it was very primitive. We had a fridge, it wasn't functioning very well. And I was talking with my dad. Hey, Dad, we have this extra fridge in my parents' place. Could they bring it up in that cabin? And my dad said, yes, of course. So I then figured out, oh yeah, now Gerardo can kind of show what he's made of, and he can kind of help in that situation, and he can feel like he's actually in use. So I told to Gerardo, now my dad is coming in 10 minutes, and he will bring this fridge for us. Maybe you could be there and just show your fuertissimo Latino, fuerte, yes, strong Latino here, yeah. And you could be maybe helping my dad out.
Entonces pensé, esta es mi oportunidad. Me he puesto mis guantes nuevos, estaba preparado para ayudar, pero al rato escucho un motor, algo enorme que viene, un motor durísimo, y cuando abro la puerta, el suegro viene con el refrigerador en un puto tractor.
So
en un
Gerardo
puto
was
tractor.
Preparing himself ready, putting these working man gloves on and thinking like mentally preparing like no common language, so I need to just show myself to be actually a man, and then my dad is coming with this tractor, and he put the fridge in the front of the tractor in this part. And
y yo estaba así como que, joder, Marco, coño, Marco, dame una oportunidad de demostrar algo, coño, hazlo por tu hija. Joder, ¿qué falta ahora? Que tu tractor
so
es un puto transformer.
Gerardo
Ahora
tried to show
soy
that
Temu, el transformer finlandés.
And so much that Gerardo tried to show that he's actually a man of this job, like we can just move a fucking fridge. He was thinking like, what the fuck, Marco, my father-in-law, why would you bring this tractor now? It's like you're transforming it into this, and there is no use for me. Like, what the fuck? Come on, give me a slack.
Entonces yo con mis guantes nuevos allí, joder, hice algo como esto. Fui...
So Gerardo was feeling a bit like this guy in this video. We could say like useless.
Yeah. Okay, another adventure. First time, first autumn. Ya, joder, yo. Aspetta.
Ah, sí.
Otra aventura. Primer otoño finlandés. Y lo primero que hago, bueno, onda integrarme. Me interesa la integración, formar parte de la cultura finlandesa y realmente conectar. Y bueno, me he ido a andar en bicicleta, porque es lo más finlandés que se puede hacer en Oulu. Andar en bicicleta, conectar con la naturaleza. Iba cruzando el bosque, todo perfecto. La naturaleza, los conejos saltaban, los duendecillos hacían sus cosas de duendecillos, las mariposas volaban, los peces volaban, en fin, todo perfecto, pensando, joder, Finlandia es sin duda un país hermoso, qué naturaleza tan bella.
So I have to make a disclaimer. Before this event occurred, I assured that you were gonna be okay to travel from the university to my apartment by yourself, and you said yes, and that you will use Google Maps for that, and it's gonna be okay. You told me, yes, you are gonna survive, because the path to my apartment from the university was, okay, 8 kilometers is heavy for Latino, but it was quite simple. It was quite simple. Just a disclaimer, because I know this is a divorce coming.
Well, anyway.
So, Gerardo, First occasion that he was riding a bike alone in Oulu. As
Joder.
we know, in North Finland, Oulu is very heavy, concentrated with this bicycle kind of city, and it has a beautiful bicycle roads. So Gerardo was taking a bath from Linnanmaa University area to my apartments, and he was having a beautiful ride. As we can see, there is Bambi and the Tonttu and the bunny and the butterfly. It was so beautiful, and he was doing so good. You did good.
Yeah. I was checking my Google Map.
España.
Estaba mirando mi Google Map y pues yo no sé cómo, o sea, yo iba muy bien, no sé dónde di una vuelta, me equivoqué y no sé cómo coño terminé en la autopista.
So, Gerardo kind of got confused, even though the Google Maps was straight, and I checked the road before you hit the road, so I checked it, it's quite straight. Well, Gerardo got confused, and he just took the other path for the cars, and he ended up in this highway, and he was riding the bicycle road on highway, and people were honking him, and I need to stretch this, that you need to understand how much does it take for Finnish people to honk the car. We are not in Italy, we are not in Spain, we are not in France, we are in Finland, and people were honking him, saying like perkeleen hullu, go on back in this bicycle road.
You say that perkeleen hullu means yes you can.
Oh, and that's also when Gerardo made it home. I also said that perkeleen hullu means yes you can. You did such a wonderful job.
El hecho es que, bueno, no sé, como 10 kilómetros en la puta autopista, bla, bla, y yo pensando, coño, la he cagado de nuevo. Mañana estoy en las noticias y todo el mundo se entera.
So he was thinking like, oh my God, this will be on the next day's news, as we could figure that the stupid immigrant rides bike on the highway, as we could imagine.
Well, otra situación. Mi primera fiesta con los amigos de Hanna, mi introducción en sociedad, ¿no? Mi introducción en sociedad finlandesa. Joder, entonces, estamos todos reunidos y pues como toda fiesta finlandesa, aún nadie estaba borracho, no habían hecho esta mierda de sus juegos de mesa para emborracharse, respetando siempre el espacio.
So in Finland, as we might know, it's very important to keep your personal space in even though you are between friends. And this is Gerardo having the first occasion with my friends. They are very coming from the north of Finland, and they are all Finnish. And they were having all this personal space, while I would say first social interaction with my friends.
Mi primera introducción con la sociedad finlandesa, yo estaba un poco tímido, ¿saben? Conservando los espacios, todo esto, y de pronto sale alguien y dice, ajá chicos, el sauna está listo cuando quieran.
So Gerardo was very intimate. He was feeling a bit reserved and thinking like, what the fuck is going on? This is not like I've learned in other parts of Europe. And then comes this lady, the hostess. She says, guys, the sauna is ready. Go to sauna.
No sé cómo coño terminé en un puto sauna con 5 vikingos sudados, resbalosos, y yo metiéndome en medio de esta gente.
So I don't know if this needs to be translated, but so with this fucking 6 Vikings that were there all stiff, personal space and all, and now he stripped all naked to get with these people, with these guys, to sauna, where you need to squeeze all in with these Vikings who are all sweaty and slippery, and he just made himself comfortable there.
uno de ellos me ha dicho, Gerardo, yo estaba aquí sentado, Gerardo, entonces, ¿cómo te sientes en Finlandia? Es un cambio cultural importante. Y yo dije, sí. Sí, sé que hay muchas diferencias culturales y estoy aprendiendo. Sí, y recuerda, el espacio personal es muy importante para nosotros. Sí, mientras me goteaban sus bolas sudorosas en una catarata de tibia de esencia finlandesa.
So Gerardo was sitting there, and a guy came here, a friend, came here with all his balls open and started to say, so Gerardo, what do you think about Finnish culture? And Gerardo is there like the sweat from the balls dripping on his forehead, like, yeah, I can see Finnish culture, yeah, the personal space is very important. And the guy being there like, yeah, Finnish culture, the personal space is, yeah, it's especially important here.
Yeah. And just to close this, the last, la última situación, choque cultural, vuelvo con la bicicleta. Quiero andar en bicicleta y integrarme de nuevo. Voy a la ciudad y veo que todo el mundo anda en bicicleta y en todos lados de la ciudad hay estas cosas, estos tubos, estas estructuras para parquear la bicicleta. Y yo dije, jodidos finlandeses son unos putos genios. Lo tienen todo pensado, súper organizados, tienen allí su cosa para parquear la bicicleta. Perfecto.
So Gerardo took very seriously this kind of having his own bicycle and getting everywhere by bike, and he noticed that Finnish people are very well organized with this bicycle thing, that everywhere where he would go there would be a like a bike park that he could park his bicycle in. And he was thinking like, oh, well, good Finnish people, thinking everything, like being very well organized. This is awesome. Yeah, I like it, Finland.
Luego volví a casa y cuando regreso a casa, al edificio, veo que cerca del edificio está esta cosa para parar las bicicletas. Entonces yo dije, coño, ahora voy a hacer lo correcto y voy a parar mi bicicleta en la estructura para las bicicletas, pero intento ponerla y algo pasa, forcejeo un poco, como que no entra, pero como sea, lo hice y la hice entrar. Lo raro es que la parte de atrás, la rueda de atrás quedó como un poco levantada allí girando, pero yo dije, seguramente estoy haciendo algo mal, pero bueno, está bien allí, está bien.
So one time when I was coming from the city, I noticed that, in front of our building we have this bike park that where I can just put my bike in. And I started to push it like this, and then I noticed like it doesn't quite fit. Like what is this? Well, I forced it like this, and then I noticed that the back tire is here up rolling. Like it shouldn't go like this. But I was like, oh, what the heck? I'm doing it like a proper Finnish person, so I will just put it here, and it's okay.
Al otro día, Hanna me dice, ok, debemos ir a hacer las compras. Buscamos las bicicletas y vamos a hacer las compras. Y yo le digo, ok, pero debes explicarme cómo meter bien la bicicleta en el parking de las bicicletas. Y ella me dice, ¿qué parking de las bicicletas? No hay ningún parking de las bicicletas. Las bicicletas se ponen en este cobertizo, en este cuarto, tú solo la metes ahí ya. Y yo le dije, no. Tenemos el parque de las bicicletas. Estás equivocada. Tenemos el parque de las bicicletas.
So one day when we were taking off to the grocery store, Gerardo asked me that, hey, by the way, could you show me how to put the bike in a proper bike park? Because I find it a bit difficult. And I replied like, why do you find it difficult? Like it's very easy. You just push it there and it slides and it's all done. And there's this kind of shack that you can just put your bicycle in front of our building. And Gerardo explaining me so short that, no, there is this place straight in front of our building that I just put the bicycle in there and it just doesn't quite fit. So could you just show me what's up?
Entonces le digo a Hanna, ven y te muestro. Cuando le muestro a Hanna donde puse la bicicleta, me ha dicho, pero ¿qué mierda haces, Gerardo? Eso no es para poner las bicicletas, eso es para poner las putas alfombras. Secas la puta alfombra allí.
So, as you can see, my dear husband here tried to put it on the mattoteline. I don't even know what is the word in English for this. And he ruined the front tire, and he basically ruined the whole bike. And I was first confused, how is the front tire so tilt? And then I figured it out that he has been putting it in the mattoteline. And in the rack error, or whatever you call it in English.
Yo sí sentía que los vecinos me miraban por la ventana como que, ¿qué mierda hace este tipo? Malditos inmigrantes, borrachos.
So he has been I've been thinking that our neighbors have been checking you out from the window like, what the fuck is this person doing? He must be so fucking drunk. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Jarno, come and check it out. What is this idiot doing?
Yeah, fucking Jarno.
Yeah. Amigos.
Kiitos. That was all, guys.